You fire up your engine on a crisp morning, completely ready for your commute, but your check engine light illuminates immediately, and maybe you hear a faint engine pinging under heavy acceleration. If you plug in a scanner and pull a code P00A7, your engine computer is telling you there is a low voltage input on the circuit for intake air temperature sensor 2, specifically on bank 2. Just like we talked about with other air temperature codes here on Mon Total, this sensor acts as a highly sensitive digital thermometer, constantly measuring the temperature of the air entering the intake manifold. The computer relies heavily on this specific data because freezing cold air requires a richer fuel mixture, while hot air needs less fuel to prevent dangerously high combustion temperatures that create harmful emissions. Sensor 2 simply means it is the second sensor in the intake tract, and bank 2 refers to the side of the engine block that does not contain cylinder number 1. The powertrain control module supplies a steady 5-volt reference signal to the sensor's internal thermistor. When the computer suddenly sees that return voltage drop drastically low, it translates that drop into an impossibly high air temperature reading, sometimes spiking to 300 degrees, even when the engine is freezing cold. Before you assume the sensor is fried, hook up a scan tool after the car has been sitting overnight and compare the intake air temperature reading to the engine coolant temperature. They should match almost exactly. If the air temperature reading is pegged absurdly high, reach under the hood and completely unplug the sensor connector. If the live data reading on your scanner suddenly drops to negative 20 degrees, you just proved the wiring harness is perfectly fine and the sensor itself has an internal short circuit. However, if you unplug it and the reading remains stuck incredibly high, you have a wire that is rubbed bare and is shorting directly to ground somewhere deep inside the engine bay wiring harness, requiring a digital volt ohm meter and some patience to track down the break.